Well, China is giving out one-off cash handouts to people in extreme poverty before Tuesday. This is a rare announcement of direct aid. For more, let's bring our China correspondent Minmin Low. So Minmin, a lot of economists have said that this is exactly what's needed. They've already called for direct payments to, a broader range of households, and this is very targeted. What are we hearing here?
Yeah, it's quite interesting. As you said, it is very unusual because we know President Xi has been quite reluctant to rely on the sort of welfarism that some Western countries' economies rely on. And Chinese senior officials have said that this could encourage laziness. But it seems like the Chinese government is finally heeding the call of some economists to provide this direct aid to people in order to boost household spending. Now, we don't know how much the cash handouts would be, but it's supposed to be given out before the October 1st Golden Week holiday, traditionally a period of peak travel and spending. It's supposed to benefit the extreme poor and orphans. And I know, Heidi, you were just now earlier saying that, will the extreme poor use this money to go for holidays? Maybe not, but it could maybe give a boost to the consumer staples, some of those essential goods. Consumer staples have been one of the worst performing sectors in the Chinese stock markets this year. And also, by the way, the October holidays is the 75th anniversary of the founding of the PRC. So state media is saying this is a sign that the government and the party loves and cares for its citizens.
Of course, the strength of the job market is so important when it comes to assessing the health of the economy, right? And we know that that's been another sector that has challenged Beijing. We're hearing the cabinet wants to implement some new measures. What could they be?
Yes, so the State Council has issued a 24-point guideline to strengthen the job market and include measures to provide some benefits to graduates who have not been able to find a job after 2 years of graduation. They will also strengthen guidelines for companies to gradually increase wages and also to provide training bases for vocational skills. Because what's happening in China now is we're seeing this record high youth unemployment of above 18% as of August. And a big part of that is also driven by structural issues because many of these highly educated graduates are looking for white-collar jobs when it's the factories that are lacking workers. So that's why they are beefing up these vocational skills trainings. And of course, youths are a very important consumption base for China. They are traditionally some of the biggest or most willing and most spontaneous spenders when it comes to travel, leisure, and even luxury goods. And a big portion of young people who are unemployed also poses a source of social instability for China. So perhaps a sign that the government is recognizing the urgency of tackling this youth unemployment issue as well.